Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Gray. Wanted to show y'all some projects I got going for, I decided to document with my new YouTube channel. I have an automotive one and doing some cool stuff in a pool house slash guest house that we're building, game room, a lot of kind of rustic stuff. All along here, so eventually a pool table will go right here, and around it we wanted to do like a bar rail where you can set drinks, maybe a plate, snacks, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have it L here and fit in to where these planks of mesquite, which this mesquite, I got a bunch of slabs of it from my family's ranch, kind of near Gonzales, closer to Wrightsboro actually, but anyway. Using, here I'll show you what we used here in a minute, but it's a, they call it like a sawmill, or a chainsaw sawmill. It's Alaskan MK something. We'll take a look at that in a second. But so I kind of trimmed these down using my old Porter Cable circular saw that I have had for 25 years. It's one of the first things I bought when I started working. So we got these planked out, and I'll show some pictures of what this stuff looks like when it's just wet. You know, this mesquite has a really nice red tone to it. But basically I'm gonna trim those so that comes out here with a bar rail area and then goes into all these window sills. So this will make kind of a bigger, almost table, small table area. And I found a company that makes like a rounded off bar rail, which I'll show a picture of, that works off 3/4 inch top, and I'm gonna set this on 3/4 inch plywood underneath, and that'll stick out. You'll see in the picture how it works kind of. And then of course I'm gonna epoxy it, do black epoxy. I think it's gonna turn out really cool. We also plan on all the way around in here, below like this bar rail, below that bar top. So all around here, down low, all around the whole game room living area, we plan on putting some kind of wainscoting. Really want to put wood framed with some old rusty tin. I don't know, my wife thinks that'll be taking the rustic theme too far. So we'll see. We might just frame it out with wood and then, damn red hornet. And then paint these areas different. So for instance, you know, frame uprights, you got your trim here, you got trim here, and then, you know, maybe have another upright there of a 1x or something, and then paint these a darker color or some kind of accent color. And then over here we're working on these big, I'm gonna make them look like big weathered beams, which I'm using, let's see, there it is, my angle grinder with, can't think of what you call these, but they're for like taking off scale, rust, different things like that. Kind of semi-aggressive, or well, really aggressive, but to make this kind of have a weathered look, to round the edges, I'll take some, as I sand this, I'll make some, use glue and the dust from sanding it to make some wood filler. That's should help blend it all in whenever I will use this. This is Minwax oil-based, what is it, espresso. So we're gonna use that on it. And I'm just trying to, you know, around the edges, make grooves in it. And then I'll use the, oh man, where are they? Like those, so I'm gonna use these things probably to try and, you know, they're like sponge sandpaper stuff, and trying to get down in the grooves a little bit to just clean it up some. And then I'll also be using these sandable discs, or 5-inch disc sander, orbital, to help clean it up too. So I'll document that as I start to finish it, show you the grinding. I'm gonna go to the back side and put one buys up and try and make them look like just one solid beam. And then once I get that heavy stain, the dark stain on, might come along with those sanding sponges and just hit the higher areas, and then come in with like a, maybe something like that, like a red mahogany or something a little, just to give it kind of a unique weathered kind of look, instead of just all dark like these big beams, which I'm super happy with the way these big beams came out. And then the ceiling is, well, we got it from a old thrift store in Copper's Cove that went out of business, and someone bought to tear down. So we had to remove it. It's just old tongue and groove flooring that's been whatever, weathered and used throughout the years with, we just kind of cleaned it some and left it with all the uniqueness, the different colors. Some of it even has old glue on it. But I think it gave it a really cool look. And these beams really pop against it nice. So we will show this project in a separate video for sure. That one. We've got to put up this spiral duct. And I'll show a link. There's a place in Austin I got this stuff from. So I realized I forgot to show or mention these. This is what's going to mount the spiral duct. We'll just screw it in either side on top of the duct, and then use 3/8 inch like all thread, which you'll bolt to this. That'll be the spiral duct here. 3/8 inch all thread come up through here. And then we'll use these mounted to probably some angled wood blocks to make this flat against the ceiling. And the all thread will thread into that. I figured that would give it a nice look to the spiral duct and how it hangs. We're gonna do This is just all 1x pine. That's what's going to trim out everything. We did it in that espresso, which we might need to touch up some of it. We're going to use 2x for the top so that they have a bigger look, like a bigger beam, like all these. And then 1x going down the side of all the windows and doors. What else? Oh, we're gonna do a big, out of some of this mesquite, a big river table that's gonna go on this whole bar top area. And that's gonna go across here like this, and then this way, all the way towards this door. Sorry, I have a construction mess here. You know, down to about here, which I can't remember the exact measurements. But we're gonna do that in the same mesquite. Fill some of it maybe with some of the holes and imperfections with the black epoxy, but then probably go down the middle of it, you know, the river table style with probably a blue, some kind of blue, and maybe even put a LED strip light that's dimmable in the middle of it. It should look real cool. So here is chainsaw mill. It's a pretty easy to use deal. You basically use, you can look them up. It's Alaskan MK3. This one says it's been a while since I, G776. I think I bought this off eBay, and then I can't remember where I bought this. Here, let me get my tape measure. So Maverick. So I was trying to remember what size blade this is, but this, from talking to people, that's still MS661, which is a pretty good size saw. Okay, yeah, the blade's like from the guard to there is 42. Your cut, I wouldn't say it was, okay, it's 33.5 is like your max you could fit, because whatever you're planking out has to fit, you know, between here and here. And what you do is you can use either like a extension ladder, or you can use 2x lumber, and you can look for videos on it. It works pretty cool. But you basically fasten the ladder with some screws to kind of hold it down, make sure you're not going to hit the screws when you make your first pass. But then, so you use either the 2x or the ladder secured to get your first flat area on whatever trunk you're trying to trim up, plank out. And then once you get that, you take that off, and then, you know, this just rides on that flat part, and you set your depth. You loosen these up and set your depth with that. With this, there's marks all down this. You can kind of see them, yeah. To kind of set your depth, and it works out pretty good. Here's some more of it I got planked out. The thinner stuff's like 1.25 inches. That's what I'm going to be using inside there. And then, like I said, on top of that, use 3/4 inch plywood as like a base. And I also have some piece of oak I thought about using for cabinetry or something for my kitchen that we planked up. So that's it. We'll start documenting some of these little projects, kind of show overall progress on this game room guest house thing. And I'll post links. I'll see if I can find some old pictures. Maybe I have some old video of us planking the wood. That'd be kind of way back in an old phone SD card. And yeah, I'll post some links to, as we go, to any of these tools or materials that we're using that I can find links to. I almost forgot, also when I'm going to try and document is we are going to use concrete stain. Couple of different colors. I'll post a little pic. And we're going to use those two colors from Direct Colors, I think, to try and do a cool floor finish. Anyway, catch you guys later.